So, here's the deal. There are 366 duels in the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution campaign mode. If I'm counting correctly, there are 80 main booster sets released over the course of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, the vast majority of which are included in Link Evolution up to, I believe, Ignition Assault. My goal here is simple. I'm racing this game, and the metaphorical vehicle is going to be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes chronologically. Starting at Legend of Blue Eyes, I will do as is being done in the Progression series, opening 24 packs of each booster and constructing decks from whatever is pulled. After every new deck is made, I get 3 lives, with the goal being to make it to the end of the game before I run out of booster boxes. Of course, when I run out of lives, aka lose 3 times, I must open another box, make another deck, and pick up wherever I left off. If I run out of booster boxes, I forfeit the entire series. Can it be done? Probably not. But I thought this would be a neat idea for a series, and I really like using old-ass cards like the first several sets are full of. So, without further delay... And we're back. A little bit more Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression versus Link Evolution. I am your host, one half of We Flash People. You may call me either We Fla or Shpeople. Where we last left off, we managed to get past Kaiba in the Champion versus Creator duel, and now we must do the reverse. And of course, we also opened up some Pharaoh's Servant, I believe a couple of episodes ago now, is how long it would have been. And the deck we constructed, I don't know. I still am questioning it, but we got what we got, so we're gonna roll with it. I only have 1 life left, though, so if I lose this one last life, it'll be on the Labyrinth of Nightmare. Okay, Pegasus is now thinning out his deck. That is the whole reason for this exercise. Way to go. Okay. Toon Gemini Elf. I don't have anything in my hand that can kill that except for Fisher. And I also have a Sky Scout. My hand is basically full of vanilla beaters and 1 decent flip monster and a recruiter. I don't know if it's the best way to start. I just don't know. Oh, he's special summoning the Blue Eyes Toon. Damn it. I could be fucked here now just because of that. Well, I have Insect Barrier. Don't really have anything else that can help me, though. Let's set and pass. Do your worst, Pegasus. I'm sure you don't need my encouragement. Might as well hold on for dear life to the best of my ability. Yeah, he has to pay 500 to attack with Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, so... That kind of sucks for him, but on the other hand, it's going to suck way more for me every time he hits me with his 3,000 attack beat stick. And now he's fucking... That's the second time he's activated Snatch Steal, right? Son of a whore. Oh, well, at least I got some life points out of the deal. And I think Man-Eater Bug should have no problem killing Blue Eyes unless he's got some kind of immunity I'm not aware of. Nope, this isn't like the anime where Toon monsters are practically fucking invincible. You asshole. Oh, he's already won this. I mean, unless I just kill either Dream Clown or Shining Angel. I'll get rid of Shining Angel. Ah, shit, I should have got rid of Dream Clown. Yeah, Shining Angel had a little more attack, but Snatch Steal was giving me life points. Fuck. Well, I've lost. Y'all are about to see a Labyrinth of Nightmare pack opening. Hope y'all come to enjoy that. You won't start out enjoying it, but I'll make you somehow or another. Alrighty, well, back to the old proverbial drawing board. So, we gotta talk about something real quick before I get into Labyrinth of Nightmare. It looks like since I opened Spell Ruler, or Magic Ruler as it's called on here, they split Magic Ruler up from, well, you can see on the screen, European and then regular. I think the reason why I opened cards like Pot of Greed and Hain in my pack opening of Magic Ruler is because there were some cards from Legends of Blue Eyes that weren't printed in Europe when they sent those packs over there. So they included those cards that they didn't print originally in that set in Magic Ruler, as I understand it. Now, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about that, anybody that gives a shit. But that's why I opened cards like Pot of Greed. So I'm keeping those fucking cards. Okay? Because it wasn't, if it was like this when I did my pack opening, it'd be different. I would have used regular Magic Ruler and not European Magic Ruler. But I got what I got in my 24 packs of that set. No givesies, backsies. I'm running with 3 Pot of Greed, and if you saw the shit that I was coming up against in future duels, you wouldn't blame me. Moving on to Labyrinth of Nightmare. Labyrinth of Nightmare is kind of a middling set, largely. I mean, I remember just being jonesed as fuck to see it when it first came out, because it was a new Yu-Gi-Oh set, and I had opened probably more Pharaoh's Servant than anybody should ever open. I should have had 3 of every single card in that set with how many of those fucking packs I opened. Every time my parents took me out to Walmart, I got Pharaoh's Servant, Pharaoh's Servant. Eventually I switched over to Metal Raiders, but for the most part, Pharaoh's Servant, man. So Labyrinth of Nightmare has Gemini Elf. Not particularly impressive in the quote-unquote format that we're in, but it's an okay card. It's a 1900 attack vanilla beat stick that wouldn't have helped in our duel that we lost, but it's neat. We also have cards like Fairy Box, Vengeful Bog Spirit, the Dark Door. I believe the Destiny board cards are in Labyrinth of Nightmare. All kinds of control shit, just to stun your opponent. Like, Pharaoh's Servant kind of got the ball rolling with the Insect Barrier, DNA Surgery combo, and Gravity Bind. For that matter, Magic Ruler had Chain Energy and Toll, etc. Labyrinth of Nightmare adds more of that stuff. Those cards, I'm pretty sure, were only put in the set to help facilitate the Destiny board win condition, because you gotta have time to get all those cards out on the field. Of course, the problem with those cards, as they rectified later with, I think, what was it, Dark Sanctuary or some shit, is that, you have to take up all of your spell trap zones. Otherwise, you can't play the deck. Kind of a pain in the ass. So, that's kind of what's in Labyrinth of Nightmare. I think Magic Cylinder is also in this set. Either in this set or Legacy, or actually it might fucking be Magician's Force. I don't remember. I can't keep all of this straight in my head. And if you think I'm bad now, just wait until we get to the sets down on the lower third of the screen. I was out of Yu-Gi-Oh! From like Ancient Sanctuary or so, all the way to 2013-ish, 2014. Cards we're basically looking for is, I'd like to pull some Magic Cylinder. I'd like to pull some of the control stuff. I would like to pull, I don't know, not much else actually. Even if I get Destiny board, I'm probably not going to play it. It's just too unwieldy as a win condition. It requires way too much resources, way too much board space. It's not worth it. You're better off just running a beatdown strategy still. Let's get into it though. 24 packs of Labyrinth of Nightmare. Oh, we got a spirit message. Ooh. We got the Rock Spirit, which This is one of those cards that, you know, there's a bunch of other cards like that for different attributes in this set. Banish a type of that same, of the card from your graveyard and special summon that card. I don't anticipate running any of the spirits. Garuda nor the Rock Spirit. Also, I love how the Rock Spirit didn't get a name, but Garuda, the Wind Spirit, got a name. Fuck you, Rock Spirit. You're just Rock Spirit. Jowgen the Spiritualist. That could be a good card to put in later when we're having to go up against lots of special summoning decks. Bait Doll is okay if you have no access to other spell trap removal. Tornado Wall is good with Umi, obviously. Other than that, just a bunch of vanilla fiends. That reminds me, Dark Necrofear is also in this set. We might play it if we pull it. It's decent. Not one we're probably going to stick with for any appreciable length of time. Oh yeah, the Masked Beast ritual monster is in this set. Doubt I'll play it even if I pull it. This has been a shit opening. Oh, Zumbira the Dark is good. For a common, it's a 2100 attack monster, the only two conditions of which are it can't attack directly and it loses 200 attack when it destroys something. And Hysteric Fairy is a good beater as well. I mean, I'll probably swap out all of my Sky Scouts and 7-coloreds for cards like that, because, you know, not only is it a good 1800 attacker, it has a positive effect of being able to gain more life points, so there's no drawback to playing that card. Offerings to the Doomed. I almost missed that because of the alternate card art. That's a good removal spell. That's a good monster killer. I might run maybe 2 or 3 of those if it'll help me get rid of Pegasus fucking toon monsters. Okay, I think that might be our first holo of the entire pack opening so far. And it's kinda... I don't even remember what this does. Select one face-up spell. Controller of the spell takes 500 points during each of the standby phases. So, yeah, it's just kind of piss weak burn. I guess if your opponent happens to be running continuous spells, like, hey, maybe it'd be good against Toon World. No, it wouldn't. No, it would not. 500... What, is it 500 during each of my standby phases? That's way too slow. Even for the current quote-unquote meta that we're in, that's way too slow. Dark Door, cool. Skull Air, what the hell does that do again? Remove and play any number of monster cards. Oh god, that takes up so many damn resources. I mean, I think actually either Simo or I think it was probably Simo used this in a Bazoo deck in a History of Yu-Gi-Oh episode fairly recently. Makes a lot of sense. Well, it wasn't even Bazoo. It was like Return from a Different Dimension, but which also includes Bazoo as a condition to banish more cards. Yeah. Fusion Gate. I guess if we ever really wanted to play a fusion monster, we got that, since we don't have Poly. And Ikebio Drakmord. What does that one do? I know it's pretty good removal. Cannot attack, destroy the monster. So it's kind of a... It's like Offerings to the Dune, but slower. It leaves the card on the field under 2 turns. It just can't do anything. I'm seeing the Destiny board cards pop up a lot, but I I really wish there were better rares in this set than the fucking Destiny board cards. I hate it in general when you have to open a set of cards that have like rares in them that you have to collect a set of in order to use them. Like Exodia, going back to Exodia. I think I pulled like 2 Exodia pieces in my Legend of Blue Eyes opening. I would have much rather had a fucking Regeki or a Darkhold or a Monster Reborn or a Swords of Revealing Light or something like that. You know, than one of those Exodia pieces, because you're, statistically speaking, you're never gonna fucking get all 5 of those in a single 24-pack opening. It's just a waste of space. Haiku, okay. That's a good, another good 1800 attacker with another positive effect, even better than Hysteric Fairies. I see you there. Talk about a stun-heavy pack here. Fairy box. I don't remember if we've opened any more of those. This might be our first. If it is, yeah, that's a decent pickup. And Ryoku Field, what does that do again? Spell card targets exactly 1 monster and no other cards is activated. That's too niche. That's way too niche. Way too specific. Way too damn situational. I'd rather just have a more generic removal. Duelist, that's that one that like you can special summon it, and then they can special summon from their graveyard. I guess if your opponent has nothing in their graveyard to special summon, it's good. That's our playset of Jowgen the Spiritualist, I guess. What can we get in this last pack that might razzle-dazzle us? Come on. Jam Defender. We can get Jam the fuck Defender. Well, this is a pretty bad opening. In terms of, like, at least hollow luck. I guess I shouldn't call it a bad opening. It's we got cards we can use. We got a Kaiku, we got some Hysteric Fairy, I think at least one. I think we got maybe more than 3 Zambira the Dark. We got Offerings to the Doomed, Vengeful Bog, Bait Doll. We got some interesting stuff here. Some practical stuff, but nothing particularly exciting. Not a lot of zazz in this pack opening, just utilitarian stuff, basically. Alright, I'm going to go try to make a deck out of all these. Alright, this is the deck we made of all the cards we have from Legend of Blue Eyes through Labyrinth of Nightmare. I took out 10 cards, including 1 copy of Shining Angel, my multiple copies of 7-Colored and Sky Scout. I just have 1 apiece that I'm running. Among several others, of course, DNA Surgery and Insect Barrier I gave up on. Those cards cluttered up my deck too much. And in their place, I didn't just add stuff from LON. I mean, I did add fairy boxes. I added... I actually didn't add any of the control cards. I thought I might, but I'm going to wait until I have some kind of alternate win condition. Because otherwise those cards just hurt both of us, and it's really not worth it to play them. But I did add Hysteric Fairy, Kaiku, Jowgen the Spiritualist, 1 copy. I figure any more than 1 would probably be overkill. Besides, I got 2 Shining Angels. I can go into a copy of Jowgen and maybe fuck over Pegasus's tunes. He does have to special summon to get a lot of those out. I went back to a couple copies of Mystic Tomato. I don't know if I already mentioned the Prohibitions, but I added those because I wanted to be able to just basically field ban cards. as I please. And I don't know if I mentioned these either, but yeah, I put in a couple of Zembire the Dark. And that's basically all the changes I made. We got some heavy attackers, we got some weenies that will hopefully help us get into heavy attackers. We have Acts of Despair to beef up our monsters if need be. And beyond that, it's just really a bunch of good stuff. Let's see how this does against Pegasus. It's going to be weird to see the decks that I build in this series because I'm going to be building with the last duel that I had in mind. So of course I'm going to be building to get past that, and then there's going to be a bunch of other shit come up after it that I might not have so much, preparation for. Except, I should more or less remember most, if not all, of the dual monsters decks I have to go up against. Fire off Pot. Fire off a Fairy Box. Fire off a Mystic Tomato. Pass it over. I'll go ahead and activate Fairy Box. Oh boy. I got Pot, he got Graceful. And then Pot. And then Snatch Steal. You fucking asshole. Oh, you absolute double asshole. You know what? I'm gonna fucking ban off Toon World right this second. Best believe. Let me see. How do I get... Okay. Now that's the weird thing about this. You can't just type the card in, I don't think. You gotta literally sort of look for it. Great interface. Toon World is no longer a problem as long as Prohibition's on the field. Let's see, he normal summoned that, so shit. All I can really do here is throw out 4-starred and hope he doesn't like summon Blue Eyes. But I think he needs Toon World on the field for that particular one, doesn't he? I don't know. Here. Oh, I'm just getting all that good luck. He loses 1,200 and 2 monsters. I am going to pay for that Fairy Box, thank you very fucking much. Now I don't really have anything to work with, though, do I? I'll set Witch and I'll pass. Oh, my good luck with this card cannot last forever. But I'm going to enjoy it while I've got it. So far, Fairy Box has more than paid for itself. I don't want him going into Thousand Eyes. But at the same time, if he gets rid of Prohibition somehow and gets Blue Eyes Toon Dragon out, I don't really have anything that can beat it. Unless I use Imperial Order and just get rid of Toon World. No, but then again, Toon World has to be destroyed. It can't just be negated. It has to be gone. Really, Toon World doesn't have any effect other than just existing on the field. It's other cards that get their effects from Toon World. Fuck it, Blue Eyes. I feel like that's a more immediate threat. In order for him to get Thousand Eyes, he has to get both Relinquished and Thousand Eyes Idol into his hand. And I don't know if he's quite got that yet. Let's pass the turn over. It's only a matter of time before he beats his way through 4-starred. Yeah, there it goes. I still appreciate the luck while I had it. What do now? Because now that he's got that damn Megamorph. The thing is, I think what I could do is just flip Witch, ram it into Toon Cannon Soldier, knock myself down to fewer life points than him, and then... But I don't have another monster that can really attack well. I mean, there's... Cyberjar would be enough to get over it. It would be only 700 attack, but I'm not going to attack mode summon Cyberjar. What kind of fool you think I be? I'll just set a Magician of Faith. Maybe I can get Pot of Greed back in my hand, draw 2 more cards, make some things happen. Ah, yes, Parrot Dragon. That old chestnut. Damn, now I'm having terrible luck. I suppose what I could do here is Trunade, and then reset Fairy Box and Prohibition. Attack into Cannon Soldier and destroy it, but then he's just going to use Megamorph on Parrot Dragon. Fuck me. I never thought I would be dealing with a beatdown strategy from Pegasus, but here we are. Shit, I don't know. I think I'll do that. Actually, what I could do is prohibit Megamorph. Fuck the bullshit. I think I'll do exactly that. Excuse me, prohibit Megamorph, not prohibit. Come on, use your grammars properly. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to prohibit Prohibition. This is your brain on me. It's like I have a fucking pile of mashed potatoes in between my ears or something. No more Megamorph for you, fucker. I'll go into Dark Elf. Hell, even if he does use Megamorph, I can just... Well, no, I can't. I still have more life points than him. Now, maybe if I'd have rammed into Parrot Dragon. Get out of here. Okay, let's start going in for some decent damage, hopefully. Hope those 2 face downs aren't anything good. Apparently they ain't. Alright, this is basically his last chance to do something, to pull himself out of this shit. Yeah, that's a good one. That could, well... The fuck was the point of using that? I swear, the AI in this game sometimes... Yeah, I'll just get rid of 1,000 of my own life points. I decide my fate. If he had another Toon World in his hand, he'd probably fucking played it just to kill himself. Well, that's a proud man.